Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. The other day, a brand new car got added to Fortnite. Well, it's not brand new, it's been in Rocket League for years, but they finally added it to Fortnite. This is a car I've been wanting for absolutely ages because it looks sick. I keep seeing it in matches, and I've just been wanting it, and I had no idea what it was called, because no one uses the chat. But I was able to buy it. As you can see, I've got some V-Bucks here, and I've already bought it. It's in my locker right now. Of course, I'm talking about the Ripper, which is like a Mad Max apocalypse car, which is absolutely awesome. Although in Rocket League, the windows are covered by metal sheets. Although in Fortnite, you can't really have that because you need to be able to see who's inside and be able to shoot through it, shoot through the windows. So they had to put glass over the windows, which kind of sucks, but I can see why they did it. But this bundle is pretty unique because not only does it give you, the car, it also gives you all of the coloured paint styles. As you can see here, I own all of them because I've bought the bundle. Like burnt sienna, cobalt, orange, lime, titanium white, sky blue, pink, all of them, even grey. The only two it doesn't come with is gold and black, because the default version is just black, and I don't see any reason why they would have gold in the bundle on a Mad Max car. It kind of looks like the Mad Max Interceptor minus the front. The front is obviously completely different, and the back with the jet. But like the main body shape is kind of similar. As you can see here, it's got a huge engine in front with a massive filter. 2 air intakes on the front, made out of metal sheets. Right now I've got the behemoth wheels on, and what I love is the piping and the exhausts coming out the back. It's pretty sick. But this bundle also comes with 7 decals. Comes with flames. Actually, I might as well show you in the locker. It comes with bomber, which is this. Says no surfing on the side. Got a huge target on the side as well. Bomb there with checkered on the front. And the skull that's in the icon is on the roof. It's got flames, which is just spray painted flames, which is pretty cool. But even got like a little demon on the side here. Got Oki on the side. It says Get Kraken. SS Grimluck on the front, and Sushi Love on the side too. I'm loving how all these stars look like they're painted on you. Also, Shot Fox. She's got teeth on the front, which is awesome. Some swirls on the sides and the back. And this is my favourite one, the spikes, which just coats the car in spikes and has a couple skull decals on the sides and at the front. It's just a really sick decal. Also, Stibium, which is a weird patterny decal. It's got the eye on top. And finally, my second favourite, which is Tribal, which has the Easter Island statues all over it. And the side says Lord Sand. And like the other 2 decals I mentioned, it also has the hand icon on the roof. But this is what it looks like without any decal. I also just noticed it's got a mini spoiler above the jet, which is pretty nice. It also has 4 lights on the lower inside behind the spike ball bars, which is pretty cool. Right now, like I said, I got the Behemoth back out wheels on. I just got the default boosts on. But you can also, again, like I said, let me show you here. Show you all. You can change any color like normally can, but you can also change the trim color. I think burnt sienna looks pretty good, although again, I think I've said this in previous videos, I really wish they would add the paints that are in Rocket League to Fortnite, because then you could make this thing look really rusty and awesome, like it's been through an actual wasteland. Just cycle through them. Cobalt, Crimson, which looks pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely think the one thing holding some of the cars back in appearance is the paint, because by default in Fortnite, they're quite glossy. Got forest green here. Grey. Which looks pretty nice at the back. Lime. Orange. Pink. Come on, pink. Purple. Saffron. Like yellow. Even though I'm pretty sure they've got an actual yellow colour, which is a bit weird. Sky blue. And finally, titanium white, which also looks quite nice. But I'm going to leave it for the default for now. Let me play the engine sound real quick before we get into a game. Sounds like a muscle car from the wastelands, like it should. It's pretty nice. But now I'm going to hop into a match and showcase it to you guys. Okay, so I'm on the map with all the cars on. Yeah, it's a Tabor Hill map. But it's a pretty good map because it has all these cars on, so I can show you all the decals at the same time. I got the skin from the Lockjaw quest pack because I thought it would be fitting for the Apocalypse car theme. Let's go. Okay, so it's as tall as a skin, basically. It's as tall as a skin. The roof and the headlights are pretty like aligned with the height. I'd say the headlights are a bit taller, same with the spoiler's a bit tall. I'd say the spoiler's the same height as the roof. But because it has bigger wheels on the back, it is leaning forwards quite a bit. And I don't think you'll be able to shoot people from the roof, like if you're sat in the passenger seat and you're trying to shoot the driver. I don't think you will be able to do that because of the roof being in the way. But if it had the windows covered, you definitely wouldn't be able to do that at all. Let's see what this interior looks like. Okay, so for a apocalyptic car, interior is quite clean, which is a bit strange. But it is pretty cool. The engine block here is really nice, even if the filter is just decorational. It looks really cool. Same with this crazy bumper here. The bumper's sick. And I think these wheels are a pretty great match for it. But let's hear the switch on sounds real quick. Okay, so it does sound kind of like the lockjaw when you're getting in, like when it first revs. The first rev does kind of sound similar to the lockjaw, and you can see there the headlights at the bottom, which is pretty sick. And obviously, the roof lights also light up too, I'm pretty sure. But let's hear it when it's driving, shall we? Tail lights. Pretty small, but they're nice. It sounds kind of like the Behemoth, I think. It sounds a bit quieter and slightly less aggressive than the Lockjaw. Like, it sounds like the engine is more powerful than the Lockjaw, but not meant for speed. It's meant for, like, carrying something heavier, you know? But I'm loving the exhaust. Excuse me. As you can see there, very faintly, because I'm using the default boost, it doesn't show that much. But like any other extra exhaust, boost does come out of it. Overall, it's a pretty nice car. But now onto the decals, which let me just skip to them. So I'm just going to go in the same order as the locker UI has the decals in. Obviously you got the original right here, which doesn't have any decals on. I haven't changed anything else other than the decal. Not really bothering to change the color either, because it'll just take too long to find a good look with the brown paint job. But let's see it, the Bomber decal. Here we go. So like I said earlier, it does have the skull on top. It also says lurid on the top too. Excuse my cough. It's also got like a plaster there above the metal covered window. Target. Some like cars that are crossed off. No surfing. Munchie, the nuclear sign. It's pretty cool. I think these cars might be Octanes, the ones with the crosses over on. But I can't really tell. But that does look really cool. Implying that whoever's owned this car has like defeated or killed other drivers. So it's top next to the engine here. It's got like a stripe on the bonnet here, even though the engine block kind of cuts it up a bit. So you can't really see the stripe in full, but there is a stripe there. So it's got some more stripes on this wing. The big bomb on the side too. Also says 11 again. Also like a cat with a fuse, which is pretty nice. More of the triple stripes. Very cool decal. Although I don't think the skull quite fits on the roof. It would have been cool if they had like some missiles painted on the top. That would have been pretty nice. But onto the next decal. Let's go. So the next decal is the Flames decal, which, as we already know, is one of the default decals that goes on pretty much every car. Although Flames is the only one of the 4 default decals that are on this car. Because as we know, it has 6 other default decals that are unique to this car only. Here we go. Ooh, I'm loving the horns on the top already. That's a really cool detail. It's also got flames around the back wheel arches as well as the front and the sides. Bonnet's pretty much been completely painted over with more flames coming from behind the engine block. That's pretty sick. Or the demon here is looking pretty evil. That crazy grin. Crazy eyebrows. Pretty sick. Doesn't change anything to the back. I'm pretty sure none of the decals change anything to the rear. Which kind of sucks. It would have been cool to have like a bit of graffiti painted onto the back as well. But this is a very cool decal. Obviously it would look way better in a different color pattern than brown and white. But it's a very, very cool decal. Maybe some orange and red, or like a black and red, or a black and orange. That'd be pretty sick. Again, loving the horns on the top here. But onto the next decal. Let's go. So this next decal here is the Oki decal, which is the fish one. Let's go. It's got a huge, huge stripe on the front, which I didn't notice before, which is pretty nice. It's got a fish on the front here. An anglerfish, which is pretty nice. It's got a fishbone here above where it says SS Grimluck. Also some like weird dots too, which is pretty nice. Sushi Love looks a bit like it's just a regular sticker than paint, which is kind of alright, but doesn't really fit the theme. Does have a little bit of a painted part at the bottom, but it just looks like a sticker, in my opinion. And also these crazy huge tentacles that go from the side onto the roof here, and just on the side, on this side too. Also says get cracking here on the side too, like I said before. It's an alright decal. I probably wouldn't use this one, but it is nice. I do like the huge tentacle here and the big, big stripe. Onto the next decal. So this next decal is the Shot Fox decal, which is the one with the big teeth on the front sides. Here we go. Very, very, very cool. I'm pretty sure the advertisement image in the shop uses this decal with red on the decal and a white paint style for the body. I might run that in a minute once I've finished showcasing all the decals, because it does look pretty good in the shop. But I'm loving the huge spiky teeth, even the like big tooth at the front. It's pretty awesome. The swirls kind of remind me of the Flames decal from the car that released at the start of Season 1. It's kind of got a face on the front here. If you look at it carefully, it's got the eyes on it. But yeah, this decal kind of reminds me of the Flames decal for the car that released at the start of Season 1 of this chapter. I can't remember the name for some reason, even though I own the thing, which kind of sucks. But it's a very, very nice decal. Looks like it's got waves on the back here. Here it has the same waves on the other side too. Which is pretty nice. On to the next decal. This next decal is the Spikes decal, which again, like I said earlier, is my favorite decal out of all of them. Here we go. Again, I just love this decal. It's even got spikes on the roof and the bonnet, like these X's on it too. Awesome. This decal is just awesome. It's even got skulls on the front there, like on the corners, as well as one here. This skull has like giant teeth too. Nice, nice, nice. Looks like this spike has like a flag coming off it. Same on this side, or maybe it's a flame. Even has barbed wire on it too. Very, very awesome decal. I might put this in the red and white color combo, like the shop shows that decal into. onto the next decal. So the next decal is the Stibium decal. I'm pretty sure there's only one more decal after this one, but here we go. It even has, like I said earlier, it has the huge eye on the front, but it is quite a weird, like, tribal pattern decal. I probably wouldn't run this, but it might look good in, like, a green and blue color combination. I'm not too sure. It's an alright decal. It covers pretty much every surface that the car has that isn't paintable. So anything like the metal air intakes here, the exhaust, the rear part that has the lights on the roof on top and the front doesn't paint those, as you can see here. So anything that the regular paint covers, this decal covers. And I just noticed the air intakes have like a dent in them, which is pretty nice. I was gonna say it's a basic decal, but it's not, simply because it covers literally every surface ever. But I probably wouldn't run this decal. It's probably not for me. But on the front here, I just noticed this panel aren't the same, which is a nice detail. Although the main like doors, there aren't even actually any doors on this car. They're both the same. Same with the rear sides, they're both the same too. And the roof, it's got some like spots on it too, around the eye, which is pretty nice. But onto the next decal, which I'm pretty sure is the final decal. This is the final decal, which is the tribal decal. I think that's what it's called, which is the one with the Easter Island sections all over it. And like I said earlier, this has got to be my second favorite decal, other than the spikes decal. Simply because it has the Easter Island statues on it. Although I am liking the painted on stripes, and the Lord Sand is just sick. Lord Sand is really cool. He's got like these spikes all over him too. Same with the handprints all over the car. Although I wish, instead of a huge one on the roof, if there was like loads of small ones, that would be quite cool. But other than that, fairly basic decal. Stripes, as you can see here, painted on the bonnet and the rear here. Got a little bit of swirls on the back. Pretty good decal. Loving it. But let me show you the shop paint of this decal. The Shot Fox decal in the red and white. And also experiment with the Spikes decal in red and white too. Let's go. So this is the Fox Shot decal in the red and white colours as shown in the shop. Which I think look really cool in the window, and yep, looks really nice. I put like the second white colour on, but I probably should have put the first white colour on. But this does look really cool. There's no point in me explaining all the decal details again. Although it does have these like spots, which I did just notice. But to finish off this video, I'm going to put on the Spikes decal in the same colours, because the colour combination is quite nice. Okay, so I've got the Spikes decal on in the same red and white, although unlike this one where I put the second white on, I put the actual white on. But I've got the same red colour. Here we go. Ooh, yes. Yes. Maybe if the decal was in brown, like as a rust, and the main paint was in orange, that would be looking cool. But this just looks sick. Like, this is just menacing. If I saw this coming towards me in a Battle Royale match, I wouldn't be shaking in my boots, because it's a game. And games aren't this game isn't a horror game. But I would be pretty pumped to see one of these rolling towards me in a match. Even the wheels. The wheels are perfect for this car. Maybe in a different color combination, the wheels. I'm not too sure. If there's any other, like, dirty off-road wheels. I tried using the Jeep Wrangler Tomb Raider mud wheels, but they didn't look too good. There's probably a color combination out there somewhere that makes the Tomb Raider muddy wheels look good. But that is going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and hit that notification bell. It would mean a lot. And also, if you didn't like the video, please leave some feedback in the comments. I'd love to hear how you think I can improve. But if you did enjoy the video, I'm glad you enjoyed watching it, and I hope you enjoy watching more of my videos. I've got plenty more car showcases and skin showcases, like this video previously made. I'm about to make a video showcasing the new Rocket League anniversary skin. After this video, which I might upload today, or I might upload it tomorrow, I'm not too sure. Probably today. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video, or this video at least, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye.